Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight when they turn the lights down. Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round. I love the fourth quarter, I love the ninth inning, I love game 7. Bring on the competition, cause in my heart can't nobody do it better. Can't slow me down, won't stop me, never. I'm so Cassius Clay, I'm Tyson in his prime.
You know me, man. I'm Barry Bonds with Mines. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Pressure Podcast. This is a Saturday night edition. Let's get it.
Give me a hell yeah!
Pressure.
It is Savage Saturday. Players under pressure. We come to you on a day where the NBA is rampant with new information on this illegal gambling. So apparently, Chauncey Billups and company were the face of this operation, not as far as like the brains. What they were used as was pawns to get high rollers to come into their poker games and get fleeced, get finessed, get conned. It's like they're doing basically Rusty Ryan and Danny Oceans in the beginning of Ocean's 11. If you see, Danny gets out of jail, he asks where Rusty is. Brad Pitt's in Las Vegas or in LA teaching Hollywood players how to play poker. So he goes there, pays him a visit, but he doesn't say that he knows him, and he doesn't say he knows him. So they sit down and play poker, and he finessed everybody on that table and walked out with some money fresh out of college. So we call it Rusty Ryan when in poker. That's what they were doing. But instead of Brad Pitt or George Clooney, they were using Chauncey Billups. They were using a few other characters here and there.
And they were using some shades there.
Yeah, some shades and contacts. Motherfucker, I play poker. Why don't you fucking hook me up?
Yo, and did you see how big the letters were?
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell's going on?
Oh, because they wrote it with
Numbers.
they'll have ink somewhere in their pocket, whatever. And what they do is they rub it on their finger, and when they get a card, they look at the card. If that's an A, they'll write A on it. If that's a king, they'll write K on it. So because they, you know what I'm saying, the cameras might not catch it because you have your hands like this and you're just fidgeting around.
Yeah.
But some people make it fidgeting around very, very, very carefully, and that's how they get you going. So yeah, the NBA is under in serious investigation. The RICO statute is slammed the door down on their illegal gambling, and I'm sure there's way more names, way more shit to come. I just hope Michael Jordan is on that because you know he's a avid gambler. Let's just hope he's not on that list.
He don't need that.
So we got a jam-packed episode for you today. Today
He doesn't need that.
we will use what we established in Thursday, like the power rankings, and make our predictions today. So that's the format. Monday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, you will catch us here at midnight, YouTube only at Pressure Podcast Live. And what we do is Monday, we recap and learn what we saw in the weekend. Thursday, we use what we learn on Monday to establish. And then Saturday, what we use on Thursday to establish, we use to make our predictions, which is today. We're also going to make our NBA season predictions as well, not to mention the players under pressure.
Give me a hell yeah!
So let's get it going. Without further ado, we are live from our studio in Orlando, Florida. It's your boy King Cole.
LeBron, what's up, guys?
We are rated M for millennials, motherfucker. Today is the start of NFL Week 8. And who's under pressure? Who's under pressure to perform? Who's on must-win mode? We got a lot for you today. We're going to start with the slate of games that don't really matter, okay? Here we are in NFL Week 8. We have the gut check game in San Francisco and Houston. San Francisco is oddly not favored in this game. Believe it or not, it's Houston by 1.5. It's only because Mac Jones started, not Brock Purdy. However, we haven't seen anything from Houston's offense to back up this favorable spread. But I can see why they're saying it because we don't trust Mac Jones against that defense, and they're saying CMC by himself can't beat this defense. Is what Vegas saying. What do you think? What do you expect here?
I think they're lying. I got San Francisco. I think because San Francisco has, like you said, the head coach is just better, a better organization. They just seem to run everything better. Look at Houston. Houston's free falling in my opinion. They're not going nowhere. I don't know how they could say that after San Francisco is doing this with Mac Jones. They are actually winning games with Mac Jones. How's that? How are you going to – that's almost like a spit in my face telling me, oh, you're doing good, you have a better record, but you're going to say they're going to win because they're at home and because is Mac Jones when Mac Jones is still winning games. It doesn't matter. So I got San Francisco winning this game.
Well, I have to agree with Vegas. I don't see CMC beating this team, but I can see Shanahan preparing Mac Jones enough to game manage his game into this one and come out with a win. But this is gut check time for Mac Jones and company because this is probably the best defense they've faced all season. And it's gut check time for CJ Stroud. If there's ever a time for you to prove that you can still hang with one of the contenders, this is the game to do it at home. I'm gonna pick San Francisco. I'm gonna pick the money, not the money, the spread on the plus 1.5. Like I said, I just haven't seen anything from CJ Stroud to give me any faith that I could put my money on Houston, no matter how good their defense is. I agree with Vegas. CMC alone is not going to win this game. There's no way CMC is going to do what he did last week against the likes of Houston and come out with a victory. Mac Jones is going to have to make his throws. Mac Jones is going to have to make plays. But I believe Shanahan is going to have this team ready to overcome this defense. Not so much CJ Stroud. I haven't seen any reason why. I haven't seen any evidence of why I could believe that. So I'm going with San Fran as well. Then we got the YN midseason test. This is a YN midseason test for both Dylan Gabriel and for both Drake May. Dylan Gabriel's only had like 4 starts, so I get that part. But this is the midseason. This is a test. It's probably the best defense he's faced thus far. Not to mention Drake May. This is probably the best defense you're going to face all season. So this game, it's New England favored by 7. What do you expect here?
I'm picking New England. I mean, they're at home. They're usually really good at home. Like we said, they're a top 10 defense, top 10 offense. I trust the quarterback more on New England right now, and on top of that, Drake May is playing at a really high level. He's taking care of the ball, so that's what I think he'll do here. I think they'll take care of the ball and just come out with a victory. I don't think it'll be like a blowout or anything like that. It could be, but my money's that it's going to be a close game.
I agree. I'm going to bet it's a close game as well. Not that I don't trust Drake May and company. I think New England is one of the most solid, well-rounded teams here, and they look well coached for the matter. But they are inexperienced. And a defense like this, as you saw what they did with Jordan Love, they have a knack of serving humble pie. Now, I don't expect Cleveland to outright win this game, but I do expect them to give it a close, nice, you know what I'm saying, fourth quarter popcorn kind of shit. But I got New England. I will take the money line on this one. So let's get to the next game. Here we have the Falcons bye week. Fuck Miami. There's no need. I put both of the bye weeks over here because there's not much to discuss here. You have Miami on the road, underdogs by 7.5, rightfully so. Atlanta is an up and coming team, but they have a hellacious defense with a brain dead Tua. This spells that I think Atlanta's going to cover this 7.5 spread. That's what I expect.
Between both of those teams in that division, there's one win. That to me says it all. That's atrocious.
Yeah. I expect the Falcons to bounce back in this game after last week's loss, and I expect them to bounce back big. This should not be a close game. I expect a blowout. Then you got the New York Trashers winless at Cincinnati. This is Cincinnati's bye week. Cincinnati's favored by 6 points, rightfully so. What do you expect here, brother?
Joe Flacco, man. Joe Flacco's back. I'm expecting him to be able to throw that ball to Chase. Easy money. T. Higgins. What's Chase Brown? Sorry, and I'm expecting their defense to actually play good in this one, just because the Jets don't even know who their quarterback is yet. They were just talking about that yesterday. How Aaron Glenn hasn't told anybody who his starter is. I don't know if he said it today or not, but from what I've seen, he hasn't, and they don't even know who their quarterback is. They're in a flux. That team's gonna end up taking a top 5 pick, maybe the number 1 pick of this next coming draft. Yeah, they're in shambles, and then the same thing could be said for Miami.
Here's a question. You said that it's reported that they don't know who their starting quarterback is going to be for the season just yet, right?
No, for this game.
For this game.
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
that tells me that Justin Fields isn't it. That tells me that Justin Fields isn't going to be the guy there, and that if it is Taylor, that Taylor's a little more consistent throwing the ball, and he won't put it in harm's way, and he'll give you a chance to win, but it's not enough.
Does it tell you anything else? Does it tell you anything else?
Well, I mean, we already said how this is not this organization's just.
That's exactly what it tells me. If they don't know who their quarterback is for this week, that means that they don't know what they're doing. It means that they've already fucked up already before the season started. It's too late to fix it now. What quarterback can they pick out now that's going to save their season? Name one. Not one. Not one.
Fatality.
Basically, it's telling me that it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. This is the Bengals bye week. Cincinnati's going to cover the 6-point spread. Joe Flacco's going to hand New York an 8th loss, lead leaguing, and they're still going to be winless by the end of the season. What do you expect? By the end of this week, what do you expect?
Of the Bengals?
No. Or what's your prediction?
Maybe like
Not the score. Just who do you got winning?
Oh, I got the Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bengals. I mean, I think that's.
But do you think they cover the spread?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. And then the last slate of games here before we get to the primetime games. In here you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are favored by 4.5 at New Orleans. I call this the Baker bounce back game. I expect Baker to return to MVP mode in this one. I expect the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to stamp their claim as one of the NFC's best. But I do expect Spencer Rattler to be a gamer, but he's probably going to throw a pick in here. What do you expect in this game?
Same. Baker Mayfield to cook early and often. I believe they get. Do they get Bucky Irving back? Did they get him back? I'm not sure.
Not sure.
Back. But if they get him back, then that just opens up so much more for Baker. I think that's what he's missing, and that's why he's kind of been struggling the last 2 weeks. But shit, they're 5-2. New Orleans, they're just trying to find what'll work for them, as far as like just certain players that they can probably like add to their next roster next year type stuff. So they're just in a rebuild mode completely, entirely. So I'm not expecting them to come out here and play with hearts fire. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting Tampa Bay to, because let's face it, they got embarrassed last week. They did. So you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure their pride was kind of shook, and they're gonna go in here and handle business.
Yeah, it was like a wake-up call. Back to reality. Let's get back to business. I agree. I think Baker bounces back. I think they're going to cover. And good luck, Tampa Bay. We will see you tomorrow. Then we get the last game here we're going to cover before we get to the big games. You have the matchup of the Tennessee Titans, who are massive underdogs by 14.5. 14.5. Motherfucking good. At Indiana, who are 6-1, riding a nice wave this season. With JT and company. I call this Ward's mid-season test. He played the best he's ever played all season last week. Let's hope if he continues this week and he can maybe make a game out of it. What do you expect here?
I actually expect the quarterbacks to go toe-to-toe here, but the better team will win, and that'll be Indiana. Tennessee, we just don't know who's reliable on Tennessee right now, including the quarterback. So, I would say.
We don't know who's reliable.
I give it.
They don't even have pieces to ask if they're reliable, for that matter.
Talk your shit. Facts, bro. Like I just don't know what they can go to. Who's their go to? That's the biggest question with Tennessee. Who's their go to give them a chance to even be in this game? I think it's kind of fucked up that they got them by 14. But I also understand that Tennessee is just in rebuild mode, and that's another team that, like New Orleans, they're just trying to find pieces to see if they can stick for next season. Indiana seems to have an identity, and that's running the ball and playing pretty good defense. So, obviously to me, Indiana's a little overrated because I feel like they haven't really played too many good teams so far. We'll see later on during the season, but for right now, I got Indiana winning this game.
But it's a 14.5 spread. Remember, you got to talk the spread too.
And no, I don't think they'll cover the spread though. That's crazy.
I agree.
14 is too much.
I expect Jonathan Taylor to eat here. I'm guessing 2 to 3 touchdowns. I expect them to run him out of the field. I expect this to not be a close game, but I will never bet on it. 14.5 point spreads, you guys know me. Unless for special circumstances, I just bet the money line. So just put the money line on Indiana. They should take the win here, but do not bet the 14.5 point spread. Never do that shit. All right, let's get to the games that matter, shall we?
It's called Any Given Sunday for a reason.
Yeah. We got the Chicago Bears and my Baltimore Ravens kick the primetime games here off. You got the number 10 offense versus the 25th ranked defense versus the number 15th ranked offense and the 32nd dead last ranked defense. The Ravens are 1-5 and the Bears are 4-2. And those who are looking at the naked eye will wonder, how come a 1-5 team is favored by 6.5 points? That is crazy. The reason why is because Lamar Jackson's return. The 2-time MVP and the premier dual threat quarterback will play in this game. This is a game at home that they need, and this is a game where I don't expect it to be close. What I expect is Lamar to return in all his glory. As most people don't know, Lamar is so good at quarterback that he pointed out the last few weeks. He has missed 4 games or 4 weeks in a row, and yet he's still better than Trevor Lawrence, then Bryce Young, then Caleb Williams, then Carson Wentz, then a lot of people that have been starting all 6 weeks. He has more touchdowns than
My bad. I don't think he's playing Sunday.
Lamar's playing.
Nah, I heard he's not.
Lamar's playing.
Yeah, are you sure?
There's no reason why the Ravens would be 6.5 point favorites. Otherwise, it'd be the Bears.
Because it says here he's out.
Oh no. They have the Ravens still favored. Last time I checked, that means that Lamar's playing.
Yeah, it says here he's out. Yo, he's out.
Well, Vegas needs to update their shit because they're still favored. And I just checked it an hour ago.
He's ruled out Sunday, sorry. But I believe it's who's your backup quarterback? I forget his name.
Cooper Rush.
No, the other one.
No, it's Cooper Rush.
It's Cooper Rush? Oh, okay. Damn. I don't know why they have him favored.
Never mind.
I don't know why they have him favored.
I literally checked it an hour ago. It says 6.5. It was 7. Now it's 6.5. Now it's 2.5 favorites.
Maybe they have him favored because.
No, they don't. They only had him favored 6.5 because Lamar was going to play. Now they're only favored by 2.5.
Okay.
Since we, thank you for telling me that. Since they just announced that, then I might as well go with the Chicago Bears. Don't think the Ravens are going to win. I know that the Ravens defense is going to show up, but I don't know how good can they show up without an offense to speak of on the other side. I would hope that they pay Tyler Huntley, which is the better backup quarterback. He knows the system. But watch him play Cooper Rush for the first half, and then we're down 17, 20 points, and they're like, you know what, Huntley, go ahead and
go on in there.
And hopefully we make a comeback, but this dispels the end of the Ravens if we lose this game without Lamar Jackson. So, but that's crazy because as far as an hour ago, he was slated to play.
Yeah.
Damn. That's crazy. What a fucking. Looks like we have to wait one more fucking week, man. Fuck the fucking Chicago Bears. But you know what, though? I still have faith in my Ravens defense just because it's Caleb Williams on that side. I just hope we get a pass rush going. And just so you know, I have a lot of faith for another reason. Nate Wiggins is the number 1 man coverage corner this season.
Give me a hell yeah!
So I expect the Ravens to still win the 2.5 point spread. But if you had to bet the Chicago Bears, I'd stay away from this game. The Bears, yeah, but I gotta go with my Ravens. I'm a Ravens fan. I still don't trust Caleb Williams enough for them to be able to come to Baltimore and beat us. Fuck that shit. All right, so let's get to the next game. We have the Buffalo Bills, 7-point favorites on the road with Carolina hosting. You got the number 4 ranked offense and the 7th ranked defense, basically mediocre. And then you have the 23rd ranked offense. They got out to a bad start, but lately they've been kind of cooking. And then the 13th ranked defense. Theirs is a little better. However, Buffalo's on a 10-game win streak after a bye. What do you expect from this game?
Well, damn, seeing that stat makes you take the Bills automatically First of all, because you're taking the quarterback, Sean McDermott, who's the coach, and that's the combo. Then you have the running back, who you want to rely on more. I like what Donald's doing the past few weeks, but Cook's been doing it longer and more consistently. So I'm taking Cook as well. So probably the Bills in this game more than likely. I don't think Young's been playing bad. I just know he hasn't got to that level. Josh Allen is amazing, and I'm expecting him to bounce back. And we'll talk more about that later. But I got the Bills. And yes, I think they cover the spread.
I got the Bills, but I don't think they're going to cover this spread. The reason why is because the Panthers learned how to run the football and play game managing kind of shit with Bryce Young. If they could do that, run off clock, eat up clock against the mid defense that the Buffalo Bills deploy, they could actually make this into a game. So just because of that alone, and because I don't trust their defense, I'm just going to go with the Bills' money line on this one. I expect the MVP will school Bryce Young. I do expect that. That's why they're going to win. I just don't know if the 7-point spread is going to click. Let's go with the next game. Here's your game. The New York Giants at the Eagles. Now, a 2-5 team is hardly a noteworthy team to talk about, but because their new quarterback is 2-1 since their start, basically it's a 2-1 Giants versus the 5-2 Eagles, which is actually pretty good. However, the Eagles are on a 12-game win streak at home versus New York. That is crazy.
Yeah, this is looking like, bitch.
You got the New York Giants 20th ranked offense and the 23rd ranked defense go on the road against their divisional rivals and the Super Bowl champions, the 14th ranked offense and the 20th ranked defense. What to expect in this game?
I expect Jalen Hurts to have a party in his time. It's time because, you know what? They did it to us. We gotta give back. It's time to give back to them. You know what I'm saying? You give it, you take it away. That's how it works. Philly's gonna have to go in there and take it though. They can't just go in there thinking because it's the New York Giants that they just gonna go in there and just win the game because it's at home. You gotta want it. You gotta get it done. But I expect them to get it done. I'm expecting them to bother Dart, but I think Dart will have pretty good numbers, just not better than Jalen Hurts.
All right, what's your pick?
Eagles. 7.5. Yeah, why not? Why not?
All right. I expect Jackson Dart to duel with Jalen Hurts, actually. I expect this to be a divisional game in every sense. Not sure if this 7.5 point spread is going to cover. Could be, could not. But what I've seen with the Giants lately, I just don't trust it. So I'm going to go with the Eagles money line on this one. I'll stay away from the spread. Just me. But I expect both quarterbacks to actually have a good game. I expect Dallas Goedert to have one of the tight ends to bet on to have a touchdown. Just so you guys know, it is today now. It's already Sunday. It's National Tight Ends Day. It'd be smart for you to bet on Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, T.J. Warren, Jonnu Smith, those guys. Dallas Goedert, the guys that carry Kittles, the guys that, usually show up, have them on anytime TD for Sunday. Then I want to group them all together. I'll probably two and two and see what hits and see what doesn't.
And fantasy as well.
Yes. Let's get to the next game after this one. We got the Dallas Cowboys on the road at Denver, who are favored by 3.5. Cowboys are on a 7-game losing streak versus Denver, just so you know. That is crazy as well. But they are the number 2 ranked offense and the 30th ranked defense versus the 17th ranked offense and the number 4th ranked defense. I expect Dak to humble the Denver secondary, actually. I expect Dak to be MVP form. I expect Knicks to struggle again, even against a weak defense. So I'm actually picking the upset here. I'm flat out picking Dallas Cowboys plus 3.5, just because it's the QFL. I don't trust Bo Nix. I don't care if the Cowboys are on a 7-game losing streak. I don't trust Bo Nix over Dak, and I don't even trust Dak like that. But I definitely don't trust Bo Nix over him. And in the QFL, the best head coach quarterback combo wins. Sean Payton is a hell of a coach. I think he's the better coach, but I just think that Dak is that much better of a quarterback than Nix is. I think the Denver defense is going to get humbled by Dallas, so I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys 3.5 plus. Go ahead, bro. What do you expect?
Well, I'm going with Denver. I think Denver will get it done just because I think he had a wake up call. I think he had a wake up call. He saw how bad he was playing. He needs to play better earlier, and I'm expecting him to do that. He has a chance to do that against the number 30th defense. So if he can't get it done against the number 30th defense, I don't know what to say. I think they'll get it done just because of their defense, though. I really think their defense is gonna shut down a lot of what Dak Prescott has been doing. Shut down that run game. So I think, this is actually a homecoming game, if I'm not mistaken. Javonte Williams actually played for Denver last year, so this is a homecoming for him. This is like one of those moments where he
I
could kind
expect
of.
him to eat anytime.
But I don't think.
TD,
But I don't think he's
Javonte
gonna eat.
Williams.
I don't think he's gonna eat. I really don't.
I think so.
I think Denver will stop that offense this weekend.
I don't think so. I think he's extra motivated to make sure he has a touchdown anytime TD. Javonte Williams.
Yeah, he'll have a touchdown like from 3 yards out. Man.
Don't matter. It's gonna lead to a win. Bet Cowboys, baby. Bet Cowboys, because I want to see the NFC East go down in flames for a little bit before the playoffs begin. Just a little bit, you know what I mean? Because you guys have a crazy rivalry there. None of your teams are actually that bad this year, so it looks good. It looks good for now. All right, let's get to the actual primetime games. Sunday Night Football. You got Green Bay Packers and Steelers. Packers are oddly favored on the road in one of the toughest environments to play at. They're 4-1-1 against the Steelers, who are 4-2. You got the number 7th ranked offense and the 10th ranked defense versus the number 12th ranked offense and number 19th ranked defense. Now, why do I have so much faith in the Pittsburgh Steelers? Because I don't have faith in Love at all. The offense looks good against bad teams, but against the elite teams, they're humbled. And I'm not saying that that Steelers are elite, but they are good enough to defend home floor or the home field, and they have a quarterback that looks like he's getting better with this team and gelling better as it's going around. Now, T.J. Watt versus Michael Parsons. I think whoever wins this game is because those guys led the way. So if Micah has a better game than T.J. Watt, I expect Green Bay to win. But if T.J. Watt has a better game, which is what I'm expecting, I expect the Steelers to win. I also expect Rodgers to punch his old team in the fucking mouth. I expect Aaron Rodgers to give him a reason, say, listen, you moved on for me a little too early. Jordan Love is not ready. Let me show you right here and now. Green Bay is also on a 6-game losing streak at Pittsburgh. I've got Pittsburgh. I'm going to go to Pittsburgh. That's what I expect, and that's what I'm going to pick. My prediction is Pittsburgh +3, humbling Green Bay again. What do you expect?
I'm picking Pittsburgh. I think the experience of the coach, Mike Tomlin. I think Aaron Rodgers, the experience at quarterback as well. Jordan Love, he's just a baby, and Aaron Rodgers been there, done everything. So I'm expecting him to at home to get it done. I think it'll be a close game. I think they'll do just enough. Maybe by 3.
All right. And then the last game is Monday Night Football game matchup between the Skins and the Chiefs. This is Native American on a Native American crime right here. I know I have this picture there, but Jaden Daniels will not be playing. So the DMV is missing both of their superstar quarterbacks this weekend. The Washington Redskins are the number 9th ranked offense and then the 21st ranked defense on the road against the 6th ranked offense and the 3rd ranked defense. Basically the best team in football. Not to mention Kansas City's 10-1 all time versus Washington. What to expect from this game, if this is much to expect at all?
I'm not expecting much. You got Mariota at quarterback, and you got Kansas City, who's firing on all cylinders right now. I think if they're not number one, they're damn near. They're right there to being the number one team in the NFL right now. The way they're playing, the last 3 weeks, ever since they humbled the Detroit Lions, they've been on a tear. So I just expect more of the same.
I agree. I think Mahomes is going to light up Monday night is what I expect. because it's Mariota playing and the defense is the best secondary in the league. This I expect to cover. The Chiefs are going to cover the 12.5 point spread only because Mariota is not on the other side of the field. And once again, I don't know why, but all the games that they luck out is at home. They're always at Arrowhead when it's like one of these crazy nice games. If it was on the road, I probably wouldn't have bet it, but because it's at home, you could bet the spread is going to hit 12.5. Kansas City. Mahomes is going to light up Monday night. He's just the lead favorite for MVP after this. All right.
He should be.
He should be. He should be. Now, let's get to the players under pressure before we talk some more in 3A. So here in the Pressure Podcast, as we are known, we're to be rated for millennials. We like to do things millennials way. And when we put players under pressure to see if they can perform, who's in must-win mode, we put them in 2 different rooms that were featured in Dragon Ball Z. He owns the keys to the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. It's a special room where you can spend a year's worth of training all in 24 hours, okay? Right before the Cell game. So here we go.
All right, so Josh Allen. Josh Allen has 3 interceptions the last 3 games. If Josh Allen doesn't turn the ball over, clean football, go win with your legs and your arms, sir. Simple as that. Then I have Bo Nix. Bo Nix, give me a complete game. Too many late heroics. Need more consistency, and the opponent is the Cowgirls. Rodgers, give me 4 touchdowns, no turnovers, or 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. Can't keep playing subpar. Got to take care of the ball. Baker Mayfield, easy. Bounce back. Show why you're the franchise quarterback of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Then I have Daniel Jones there. It's easy. Hand the ball to your bell cow. Jonathan Taylor. It's been working. Penix. Need more accurate passes. And a killer instinct. I feel like in the last game you kind of gave up a little bit. Almost like you got down on yourself. I need you to push through that shit and go get it done by any means necessary. May. Big test. Take care of the rock and continue that dead-eye accuracy.
Goddamn, white boy.
Mahomes, carry on. Just keep playing that brilliant football you've been playing since the statement against the Detroit Pussycats.
Be cool, nigga.
Hurts. Last time we played the New York Giants, they beat us down in every facet. So it's easy. Time to return the favor.
3 Honda Civics with spoonage.
Those are my players under pressure, sir.
Nice.
Give me a hell yeah.
Now, here's my players under pressure for week 8. I have the keys to the gravity room. It's a special room where you can multiply Earth's gravity to however much you can handle before the Cell games or when Frieza gets to Earth. So here's the 20 times gravity room, the low gravity room. In here you will find Old Man Rogers, Daniel Jones, and Caleb Williams. Whenever I put them in the gravity room, I give them special instructions for them to be able to succeed in the weekend. So for Aaron Rodgers, it's a revenge. You hit the revenge tour on your Green Bay Packers that you know you're going to get your jersey retired from. You got them a Super Bowl championship. They gave up on you a little early, and you still got it from what I see. So go ahead and give your revenge over there and kick their ass. For Daniel Jones is to defend 2 things. Defend your honor. Whatever they bestowed upon you for the rest of the season, or for thus far this season, I want you to carry it for the rest of the season. So just keep doing what you're doing. And also defend your division. This is a division opponent that you should win. Rack up those divisional wins in case before injuries start happening. So that's that. And then for Caleb Williams, I don't know what to say to this. Survive. Lamar is not playing, but you still got to survive a hellacious defense who does not want to go down 1-6 to you, out of all people, in your stupid ass fingertips. And they're going to run for you. They're going to gun. Good luck passing on us. Good luck throwing on us. Good luck running on us. All right, let's get to the 50 times gravity room. You have Jordan Love, C.J. Stroud, and Bo Nix. These are some YNs in here. For Jordan Love is to prove Green Bay right. Prove that Aaron Rodgers was already old and that it's your time to shine. Everybody's going to be watching. It is Green Bay versus Pittsburgh, Sunday Night Football, historic teams. the two teams that own more Super Bowl than anybody else in the league, except for the New England Patriots, for that fucking matter. And because you got paid a hefty contract, so prove Green Bay right for all those reasons. Then for C.J. Stroud, I think you need to go back to the basics. I need to use Woody Marks and Nick Chubb, run the football. Nico Collins, I don't know if he's going to play this game. I don't know if he's injured or unhealthy or 50% of what he usually is. But you got to go back to the basics for you to win this game. I mean, I don't think you could beat San Fran unless you do that. Then you got Bo Nix. For you to win, you're going to have to go fourth quarter mode the entire game. Against Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, trust me, they're going to put up points against you. I just hope you show up and match, okay? Then we got the 100 times gravity room. This is more elite quarterbacks. Here you got Drake May, Baker Mayfield, and Dak Prescott. Drake May's instructions to fire quick. You're going to face the Cleveland Browns defense. You have no time to throw, so you're going to have to be quick and decisive and do not make mistakes. For Baker Mayfield, just be you. Fire back. Fire back at your haters. Fire back at Denali. Fire back at all the black quarterback lovers and tell them white QBs can still fucking play in this league, okay?
Fatality.
And then for Dak Prescott, fire safe. You're going to have to fire a lot against Denver Broncos, but fire safe. Do not let PS2 ruin your day, all right? Then we got the 400 times gravity room, only for the Super Bowl. In here you will find Lamar Jackson, but as we just wrote, they scratched him out, so he will not be playing. Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, and Pat Mahomes. I usually don't have to give them advice. They're pros. They know what to do, but just have no mercy. Josh Allen, you're playing Carolina. They're not in your league. Bryce is not in your league. It's the QFL. Have no mercy. Go off on him. Jalen Hurts, you're going against your division rival, Jackson Dart, the New York Giants. Who the fuck are they? Have no mercy. Kansas City, you're going against Washington without their star quarterback. You know what? Fuck Mariota. I don't like Mariota. Have no mercy, bro. Just have no mercy. Lamar, even on the sideline, just have no mercy. Tell Rush or whoever's going to be starting to have no mercy on Chicago's soul for me, and thank you. That's in the NFL Week 8 players under pressure. All right. So let's get to the N3A. In the N3A, we have some predictions to make. So here we go. I have it all in one little graphic here. Here are my predictions for the 2025-2026 N3A season. On the West, I have the Thunder finishing first. Then I got the Warriors, the T-Wolves, and the Nuggets. Those are the top 4 teams, okay? I think the Nuggets, the Thunder, and the Warriors are going to win their respective divisions, and the T-Wolves is going to have a good record. Then you got the Spurs, the Rockets, the Texas teams. They're going to be, you know what I'm saying, in the mix for the home court advantage. And then you got the Clippers, Grizzlies to round out the 8 playoff spots. And I got the Lakers, yes, the Los Angeles Lakers, and the Sacramento Kings as the wild card teams on that conference. Then in the East, I have my New York Knicks at number 1. Now, I know what everybody's thinking. It's just because you're a Knicks fan. It's actually not. I actually don't trust my coach. I don't like my coach. I just pretend it's still Tom Thibodeau. However, the reason I have him there is because thus far, it's only been 2 games. I haven't seen anybody in the Eastern Conference better than my Knicks at the moment, or as deep as my Knicks, or as talented as my Knicks, or as experienced as my Knicks, or as healthy as my Knicks, for that matter. So that's why I haven't won. Then I got Milwaukee because they've been playing good somehow, some way. I expect them to be more 4 or 5, but they're playing like the second-ranked team in the Eastern Conference. The Cavaliers didn't get up to a hot start. Hopefully that'll fix, but I respect them to be one of the top teams in the East. Then you got the Orlando Magic, who are off to a horrible start. I don't know what happened after the first game, but they should switch it up. They're too talented not to. I got the Detroit Pistons there after that, and the 76ers. Then the Atlanta Hawks and the Bulls to round out the top 8. And then I got your Celtics and your Pacers as the play-in because you guys don't have your superstar player. That's the only reason why. And then in the playoffs, I got the Western Conference between Minnesota and Oklahoma, and I think Minnesota's going to win in 6. And I got Milwaukee versus New York, and I got New York winning in 6, and New York's going to beat the T-Wolves in 7. Now, the reason I have Minnesota over Oklahoma is because I think Minnesota or the Warriors are best positioned to knock them out. Not to mention, we haven't had a repeat champion in over 8 years, so it just doesn't seem like Oklahoma's going to repeat. So that's why I didn't even put them there in the NBA Finals. As far as MVP, I got Wemby winning that one. The 6th man of the year is going to go to Deuce McBride for my New York Knicks, and then Rookie of the Year is Cooper Flag.
And the Pacers are gonna beat the Celtics in the play-in, because we suck. We suck. I'm sorry. We
Gotcha.
suck. We suck. I don't trust that. I don't trust my team at all. At all. That looks atrocious. That looks really bad. We look like we're gonna finish like 10th. It's really bad. But I like this. I like this. I don't know about Cooper though.
Rookie of the year?
Nah, I think
It's gonna be
somebody.
him.
I think somebody else might get it.
He's white,
I think somebody else might get it.
but he's white.
What's that mean?
That means they're gonna give him the trophy already.
Who won last?
There was no white boy to win it last.
Oh, is that why? What was? What
They
about,
haven't had an American,
what about the year before that?
a red-blooded American basketball player superstar since Larry Bird.
We'll see.
This is the great white.
I haven't seen him do play good so far. I don't know
What? He was killing me yesterday. He was going dumb.
what was he, what was dumb, because you told me dumb when I said Wemby at 40. You was like,
Wemby 7'8", 8,000, and he has a wingspan like
Coop is big. Cooper Flag is big now.
he ain't no 7'8".
He's 6'9" or 6'10".
We've seen a bunch of 6'9" and 6'10".
All I'm saying is, what do you mean dumb? Because I haven't seen him really do anything.
He went off yesterday. He was making shots, clutch shots, buzzer beaters, you name it. Good assist, a nice dunk.
How many he finished with?
I don't know, but he was going off. But remember, to me, it ain't about production and points and style. It's about what your body size says that you should be able to do. Cooper Flag's body size he's doing what he's supposed to be doing for his body size. Wemby has not been doing what he should be doing this whole time until that game that you said for his body size. And just because he actually finally did it doesn't mean he went dumb. He's supposed to be like that every single time.
But he still went dumb. That's what I'm saying.
No, that's
He
not
did.
going dumb. If it's him, if it was
That's not
Bam
fair.
Adebayo, that's going dumb.
That's not fair, bro.
Yes, it is
No,
fair.
it's not.
Yes, it is
No,
fair.
it's not fair.
Yes, it is fair.
Not
When
fair, 'cause
Shaq
not
broke
every-
the backboard,
Not everybody has the same mindset.
when Shaq
So-
broke the backboard, you're supposed to. You're supposed to have that mindset.
I know,
because
but
that's how
not
you're supposed
everybody does. I'm
But
not
you're-
saying.
No, but you're supposed to. It ain't about what everybody else is. What you're supposed to. But it's the right thing to do. When we had Shaq, the referees graded him on a different scale than everybody else. Why? Because of his size.
No,
So when
you're
he
right.
broke the backboard, that's not him going dumb. We expect somebody of his size to do that. Going dumb is him having 50 points in the fucking NBA Finals and 20 rebounds. That's going dumb.
You went dumb yesterday.
Who?
9 blocks.
Yes, that's going dumb. That's going dumb. But he only had 11 rebounds again.
Yeah, you did say that. You did mention
You see what I'm
that.
saying?
Rebounds.
It has to be proportionate to the man's size. All right, y'all, we're going to cut it here. We're going to be back on Monday to recap the weekend, see what's going on, what we learned.
He is definitely my MVP as well.
Yes, we will be back with the money player of the weekend, the bum of the week.
No good loser like you.
Recap.
Yeah, we're going to recap what we learned and see, and also talk some more NBA for y'all and
Thanks
see
for
what
tuning in.
the FBI releases after this further investigation.
Felix, that's my boy from work. Shout out to him.
Shout out Felix.
Appreciate you, man.
Shout out to all the viewers. Appreciate y'all.
Subscribe,
putting it in.
like, comment if you want.
This is
like
the
my boy down
Pressure
here.
Podcast, and we used to perform,
The
react,
Bears.
and dual usage strategies in sports under rigorous environments. Motherfucker.
Give me a hell yeah.
Only podcast of your has say. If you have a webcam, we'll send you a web link. Put your own little screen back there. Hop on the mic and talk your shit. Like you said, hit the comments, hit some likes, hit the like button for us. Subscribe, share this with other your friends. We want to hear your takes. We want to debate. We want to argue. We want to lose our voices as you see me here. Come back on Monday, midnight. We'll see you then for the bum of the week, motherfuckers. Till then.